was just perfect.
And we are live. That is not what I'm screen right
Hello.
now. Where are the
Hello.
cameras? There are the cameras. Kind of.
Around here somewhere.
For professional streamers.
No, we're not. Don't put
We
that.
know what we're doing.
Don't put that lie out there.
Wait.
As somebody's camera turns off and another camera is black box.
God damn it.
Yeah,
There we go.
we know what we're doing.
Box.
So
What
I might have gotten a
professionalism?
second monitor. I'm not too sure what I'm doing yet. I might have pressed the wrong button here. My
Is that
bad.
why you turned blue?
Pushing buttons.
Yeah, that's the other screen. Give it a minute. I'm gonna fix that.
I was there.
No,
I
no more
witnessed.
blue.
He got a second monitor. And it's
I
beautiful.
know. I've been
It's beautiful.
corrupted. It's over.
Now he needs 2 more.
Okay, stop.
No, the trick is you just
Yes,
get two 32x9s.
Or 3 more.
You know what?
You
just,
can never
I need
have
1
enough
more.
monitors.
You know, I'll
Ugh.
just
You
hook up the
can't.
TV. I'll just hook up the TV to the computer as well, and I'll also slap up the laptop. That's 4 screens technically, right?
I'll take it.
I mean, that works. That's
Yeah.
that's what my brother does. My brother's got 2 monitors on his desk and he's got the TV on his wall.
There you go. I'll just have
I
to
do
bring
that by
the
work, but I
living
need
room
a-
TV into my office now somehow.
And then his quote unquote gaming chair is a lazy boy. So
That's about right.
I mean, yes.
Acceptable. Very much acceptable.
So how are all of you?
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Very tired.
There you
Sounds about right here too.
I mean,
I'm
when are we
very
not
upset.
exhausted?
go. I did
That's
take a
fine.
little power nap earlier, so hopefully we won't have a repeat incident of 2 weeks ago.
Look, when the body needs rest, it demands it. And
You don't
sometimes it
understand.
takes it by force.
EST, so like, 11 for you guys is 2 a.m. for me, so you know how it is.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
coming off the
Yep.
tail end of a cold, so if Shara's
Oh.
voice goes a little funky today, it's just the way it's gonna be.
I'm about midway through my cold, so I feel ya.
Today is the
Things are
only
just gonna be
day in
funky.
the past 5 days I haven't had a migraine. So
I'll take
Oh,
it.
I was dealing with one of
Ooh.
those yesterday, man.
No.
Oh, it hit
It's the
me
weather.
about midnight and stayed with me until about 11 o'clock today. It was
one
the
Girl,
worst.
eye. It was only one eye that felt the
Yep.
pain. 5 days straight, no matter how much caffeine, no matter how much water, no matter how much freaking ibuprofen I took, still remained.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah,
We're
this
doing
is
now.
hell.
That's where you end up falling asleep on the side of your head with an ice pack between you and the pillow.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
a
that was
cooling.
me last night.
I have a cooling pillow. I don't need that. I sleep on a bag of ice every night.
I also have one of those, but the problem that I found is that it gets so cold here that it freezes. So it's like sleeping on a brick.
Ooh.
You could pretend you're in one of those ice castles in Quebec City.
True.
Yeah. See, mine
People pay big bucks for that.
like halfway through my sleep cycle, I have to wake up and flip it over because I run hot. So like I warm up that side, so the other side by the time I flip it over is just ice cold. So as long as I remember to flip the pillow, I'm fine. But you know who's not fine?
The rest of us.
The
That's a
rest-
list.
Crew.
This group. So I believe the last time we left off, shenanigans were had, discoveries were made about the incidents of what happened underneath Pearl's I guess now estate. And you all began to make plans to once again leave Tidelight after making a planned stop by the guard barracks to give a statement and sign some papers regarding the transfer of power through the company, as also, into the investigation of what the hell shot a cannon at the guard carriage from a house that doesn't have a cannon on top of it.
Wasn't me, I promise.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
I don't know if it is fine.
Fine.
Sure, let's go with that. What level are all of you again?
6.
6.
6.
Don't worry about it.
6.
Don't like that question.
I'm 7.
Yeah, you're special.
Yeah. Well,
All the druids, I
Pearl's
suppose.
definitely
Druids.
special.
It is always the druids, isn't it?
It really
Mhm.
well, except for in Destiny Forge.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
a fighter.
Bird.
That's
a fighter.
because we don't have a druid. That's why.
Fair.
We have wizards that like trying to die.
No, we have a wizard that likes trying to die.
That wizard is dying enough for both of you.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It's giving you both a bad name.
We're finding out interesting science stuff, though. It's worth it.
Are we?
If you die
Is
a
it-
couple times in the name of science, is it really a bad thing?
I
Um,
mean, if
because
you die
if you
again, it
doing-
really is.
So,
Hmm.
picking up today, there were a couple errands that were needing to be done. When we were last together, Jenka and Cannonball had left to do something. While
Or
Pearl,
someone, I'm not sure.
while Pearl was having a conversation with a certain devil in the house, and everyone else began to head back to the Wyvern's bounty. Jenka, Cannonball, is there anything that you wanted to do in that time, or did you just both wander off kind of done with everyone's shit about the whole, Echo being undead and not necessarily trusting the involvement of devils and demons in what now is not only just Pearl's personal life, but her business life as well?
To be completely honest, I mean, yes, you hit the nail on the head. So, as far as like, Jenka is pretty much just kind of, she definitely goes to a bar to drink for one. Sort of assessing her situation and everything. To be completely honest, there wasn't anything she wanted to do in particular. Other than perhaps like drink and window shop. Like there's like she really wanted to like not do much, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Knowing Cannonball and what had just happened, he'd probably hover Jenka, like nowhere like near her or anything, but just like if she goes to a bar to drink, he'll sit at another table and drink, but he's just kind of keeping an eye on the captain.
God, I have a chaperone, Jesus Christ.
No, you're an adult, matey. I don't need to chaperone you.
Bodyguard.
But after what's happened, especially why we had to leave Tide Light in the first place, matey, well, having any one of us alone is a bad idea.
She doesn't say this to you, she's thinking this.
Oh, okay.
Just
well.
like, no, she didn't say that. She was just like, oh god.
If they do exit at one point to go window shopping, Cannonball would definitely just kind of, at one point or at another, kind of walk up, right, a little closer and say,
You know what gets my mind off of things, Captain? Besides copious amounts of alcohol, of course.
Selling a piece of whatever is left of your soul to other hags?
You know what's toucheed, but no. Buying explosive weaponry and ordnance. Nothing like the threat of death upon my enemies to alleviate my spirit.
Yeah, I don't do the whole explosive things. You can knock yourself out.
No, I could knock others out, or kill them, really.
Is that what you want to do?
You mean what? Shop for guns? Always, matey. But no, what would ye like to do, Captain? For once.
I'm doing it.
Walking down the street looking sullen is not doing it, Captain.
I don't look sullen, I look bored and uninterested.
Well, what would unbore ye, Captain?
When you say that,
Of course.
what are both of your passive perceptions?
I'll tell you that right away.
Oh, that's a good question. 17. Sorry, no. That's my investigation. Sorry. 14.
Considering I've been severely spirit nuked by my interactions with the various people we've had to deal with, my current passive perception is, drumroll, let me try to find it here. Where the heck is it? Those are my saving throws, proficiency bonus. Where is the passive perception? There we go. 13.
13. And a 17, you said?
No, that was my passive investigation. That's 14 for me.
13 and 14. That is good enough. So as you're sitting here in this bar and you're having a conversation with one another, there's a bit of a chill that runs down both of your spines. And then it's like almost immediately followed by a very like pungent smell of sulfur sort of just dancing through the air. But as soon as it's there, it's gone.
Oh, I'm going to shoot someone. Did you smell it, Captain? No, I did not dealt it.
Jenka's not even paying attention. She's got one of her knives peeking out of her hands as she's like got a head on a swivel, now actively looking around, seeing where that came from.
It's like you look around, nobody else seems to have caught notice of the sulfuric smell in the air as everybody is deep into their cups or deep in conversation with one another.
So sick and tired of fucking demons.
Aye, Captain.
She is on edge going forward. She is not comfortable in the least, even with the smell gone. She is just actively gonna be looking over her shoulder and whatnot, see what pops up, or if she happens to spy anything in the shadows and whatnot.
Okay.
She's gonna take her drink to go. Can I do
Cannonball.
sipping cup? A yardstick?
Is this a Vegas?
Can I say a
Cannonball.
yardstick, please?
Cannonball will actually empty whatever he's got in his mug inside of his like personal flask. Kind of doing the whole as he slowly like empties it in.
I'm gonna see if it pops up again by walking, seeing if like anything's following her.
Okay. And yes, you get, again, both of you just get this very disturbing gnawing in the pit of your stomach that something is most definitely amiss, but you're not sure what. As every time you get these chills and the smell of sulfur and you look around, there is absolutely nothing. You see
Does it smell stronger as if it's getting closer?
It varies. Every now and then you get a whiff scent, and then other times it's like you're right up upon it. But it only lingers for a couple seconds here and there.
Captain, do you not have something about finding or smelling them or whatever?
Captain Cannonball's gonna like kind of mumble under his like breath.
Literally was gonna say that. Doing my
One brain cell.
hunter's bane thing, yeah, to sense fiends.
So you do the hunter's bane to sense. How far does that reach?
That's a good question. Let me take
Before
a look
I give
here.
you an incorrect answer.
It does not say. It does not say.
Because I know there are
Yes,
some.
there's no
I
range.
know that there are some that there is It's like 100 feet from you, and there's one that's like 2 miles from you.
Yeah, no, this
What's the
this
ability
does
called?
not say.
What's the
It's
ability?
The Hunter's Bane.
That's not Blood Hunter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it here for you.
Basically, it's to sense Fae, fiends, and undead, as well as recall information about them. It's kind of a twofer. It's one sensing them, and then it's information on them.
No,
You have
it
advantage
does.
on wisdom saving survival checks to track Fae fiends or undead.
It doesn't say what the range
There's
is,
no
though.
range. This is as bad as Horizon Walker.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're on the right plane.
Yeah. Somewhere
good,
in
it's
the world,
nearby.
there's a Fae fiend or
Island over.
undead. But using your ability, you don't necessarily detect anything near you that would be able to give off this strong of a scent without being seen.
I'm gonna keep it up as I actively look around, so when I get a whiff of it, I could potentially maybe get a sense of where it is, as well as not only are my eyes on a swivel, my nose is on a swivel.
Right.
Because I'm gonna keep sniffing the air.
All right.
Pretty sure that
As you continue through the town, or not the town, as you continue through Tide Light, every now and then it just keeps popping up. And the only thing that seems to be happening is it's just seemingly unnerving you more and more. Something, you should have seen something at this point in time.
Yeah, I do not like this. Do I get a sense that it's messing with my senses, or it's just not pinging anything? Period.
It's not messing with your senses. It's pretty much, it's just, you're not picking up anything in particular.
Unsettling. I can't get a sense of where this thing is tracking us, but it's definitely following us. Whatever it is.
Well, Captain, if I may have... Or make, sorry, my apologies. Make a suggestion here.
I'll spit it out.
Well, things that tend to track tend to ambush in favorable locations, not in
Yes.
busy streets. Shall we
Yes,
take a little
which is
detour in an
why-
alley?
That's why I'm going towards the docks near one of the alleyways. Lots of buildings.
I love it, Captain. Ye and I think alike.
This is not my first rodeo.
Well, neither is mine. You don't become an old sea dog like myself without, well, surviving an ambush or two. Shall we?
And Cannonball at that point will do the whole, like, almost like gentlemanly thing of, like, kind of half bowing and just putting his hand out, you know? Like he's being extra, a little extra here.
Jenka's still not paying attention as she's just on high alert, head on a swivel.
Captain, please relax. You'll give away the game.
No. Make our way down to the docks.
To an alleyway. Yep.
Something a little bit more secluded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the two of you just begin to saunter around the docks. Again, that sense, that chill, seemingly just following you this entire time. But everybody else that you pass by, dock workers, people bar hopping, just citizens finishing up whatever their daily tasks are, don't seem to notice it.
So,
And as you continue on through the night, nothing reveals itself, nothing attacks you, Nothing even jumps out to say hi.
At one point, if we're in an alleyway, I think Cannonball would probably vocalize and say, "Well, what's the name of Pearl's little imp demon thingy?"
Codger.
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 He'd say, "Codger, Mal, if this is one of ye two's pranks, show up. It's getting old."
He'll kind of mumble it, you know?
And though you say that, there's no reply.
Well, at least we know it's not one of them.
Jenka's just gonna say very softly, reveal yourself.
And when you say that, you don't necessarily get a response, but there's a bit of a little thume that rolls through the area as the ground beneath your feet gently shakes.
Great.
That's it.
Captain.
Oh god, I was muted this whole freaking time. Do I know what may have caused that? Like where that rumble could have been, if it was something that is from a particular creature or response from certain types?
Nothing in your experience has like ever introduced itself that saying like trying to call something out to reveal itself would shake the landmass around you.
I'm gonna open up my pocket watch just to check it.
Your pocket watch is going haywire. All three hands on it are just whipping around.
May I humbly ask, Captain, if this expression of fornication of yours is indicative of something I should know?
I don't even know. I need to check something real quick though.
Aye.
As she's gonna walk down closer to the water, to one of the piers, and just peer in the water to see if anything seems disturbed or any shadows.
Nothing really stands out. I mean, the water's shaking a little bit just due to the disturbance, the rumble, but doesn't seem like there's anything too huge down there.
I don't know what that was. But it knows we know. Not that I was trying to hide it, but it doesn't want to make itself known. At least not completely. Something is disturbing the area.
Well,
It's definitely following us.
shaking the ground yet being invisible. That's kind of... I don't know, Captain. Mayhaps something be sealed under the city, perhaps. No?
Well, we saw some disturbing shit under the city technically before. Not saying it's connected, but also not saying there's not more to be revealed underneath.
Can I, at this point, use... what's it called? Give me 1 minute to check what it's called. Where is it? There we go.
I'm still here. I'm just helping my cat.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to remember what this thing's called. Oh yeah. Can I make another little attempt here with, you know, like, detect poison and disease and see if I'm feeling anything, like, very strong here?
Yeah, you can, but I'll tell you that it's nothing really.
Nope, it's fine. I mean, look, it is what it is. We're checking.
You always check the sewer system. We can check to see if there is a rumbling underneath. Something within the sewer system. Not saying
Aye.
anything's gonna happen, but could be underneath.
Well, Captain, I got you back, whatever we do.
Just in case we get separated. Because I can never frickin' remember this. Telepathic connection. I roll psionic die for how long? It's within 1 mile. Which is pretty darn good. A psionic die. That has gone up. Am I still D6s? I think I'm still D6s. Yes, it is still a D6. So, let me roll to see how long that connection is for.
The
Damn,
D6 on the
5
Hunter's
hours.
Bane lasts a long time.
It's no, this is my psychic abilities. This is something
Oh,
entirely
okay.
different.
Sorry.
So for the next 5 hours, we are psychically linked. So just in case something happens and we get separated. So you feel that kind of push in your mind. It's like, okay,
Well, that's
Let's
neat,
go find
Captain. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
let's go find a manhole somewhere.
Shall we do that alone, Captain, or gather the rest of the crew?
No, we can investigate first. I'm not so dumb to pick a fight with something yet. It's more of just investigation right now.
No problem, Captain. By your command.
Besides, everyone's scattered.
Aye. This makes them somewhat easy pickings.
And she'll nod and go try to find a manhole cover.
We are following.
Okay. And can I get survival? Or if you want to do it to where one is assisting and only one person's going to roll with advantage, that works as well.
Yeah, I can
Um,
assist.
Okay. My survival's not terrible.
Better
It's
than
not
mine.
great, but it's not terrible.
Look, with my current stats, it's definitely better than mine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're just gonna assist, you
Yep.
said?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so let's do this real quick. Oh God, please with advantage. Oh, thank God, because that was a nat 1. Oh, God. It's okay. It's 15.
Okay. So you find a manhole cover and you begin to trudge about the sewers for a while. Thankfully not losing your sense of direction, to where after about an hour or so you get the feeling that nothing's really down here aside for some like overly grown rats and whatnot. But no sign of any demonic workings, no sign of any corruption or anything like that down here.
Well, that was a nice and romantic walk, Captain.
I roll. No markings of any sort, nothing that my nose picks up or anything.
There are markings, but they're less like markings of a demonic nature and more just, pirate shit talk written in code.
I did this to your mom. Oh shit! No, that's nasty. Keeps walking. Call for a good time.
Like I said, pirate shit talk, and we immediately went to
Your mom.
Lude.
Your mom.
We went
Yeah.
right
Let me
to
think
your
about it.
mom.
Pirates going Yamada.
I don't know why we're talking about the progenitors, Captain.
Yeah. yeah, I guess kind of feeling oddly disappointed because I was hoping to find something.
By the way, have we still been smelling the sulfur while we were down in
Not
the
in the
sewers?
sewers.
Notice we don't smell it down here, Captain.
Now that could be because of the overpowering smell of other stuff, but you don't get that discomforting chill, nor do you get that scent.
Hmm.
All right.
Would Cannonball have any idea if like there could be so this could be the symptoms of like a curse or a plague or something that's spreading amongst the population?
Even with Cannonball's extensive experience with curses and plagues, it doesn't necessarily have any of like the telltale symptoms that they normally do.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen anybody stumbling about in sickness. You haven't heard any words of quarantine. For everything that you've seen of the city, everybody seems to be alive and well. Maybe a little over inebriated at the moment, but Port City on a bustling night, that's normal.
No, for sure. And the detect disease was negative, so of course, I'm not saying in the sense of like, do I know what plague or what, like, if there's it's just more like, okay, let me rephrase this. Would Cannonball know of anything else that would, release a smell of sulfur like that, other than, a demon following them around?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. That goes off of just to check int. All right, so we are using the good old insult cantrip thing to palliate to our stats being completely nerfed. That's pathetic. Yeah, that's an 8. Never mind.
An 8.
Yeah.
Don't really get much of anything.
Dice failed me today. Well,
Let's try topside again. Well, we're in a different part of the town, so I'm sure after walking for a bit that sulfur's gonna... Although I'm curious. Let's go topside. Let's walk away from each other for a few blocks and see if we can both smell the same thing.
Oh, one last thing, Captain. Be on the lookout also for, well, potentially explosives being put everywhere.
Okay.
Sulfur is used in gunpowder, Captain. Mayhaps there be barrels of explosives being placed throughout the city or something else afoul. Tunneling on simply it being demonic in origin might be, well, a misgiving on our part.
So
Well, then I guess we keep searching.
So just to speed up things here a little bit, your investigations throughout the night really don't bear much fruit. You separate from each other, you go a couple blocks and you return, and even while you're apart, you still get that scent of sulfur in the air and just like that uncomfortable chill, no matter where you go. Again, it's there for a split second and then gone.
Interesting.
Jenka's definitely frustrated. As probably reconvene with Cannonball since they still have that connection kind of at the tail end of it here. Be like, well, this is hurting my brain. I think I'm gonna retire for the night. See if we can discover more in the morning. But we didn't get much.
It. By your will.
I'm going back for dinner and a drink. I'm going to bed.
Okay. And you guys are returning to the Wyvern, right?
Is that the bar? That's the bar,
yeah,
right?
That's Bryant's Tavern.
Yes. Okay, yes.
The Wyvern's Bounty.
That's right. That was the name. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. Okay.
So
Cannonball
you
At least I am. I don't know if he is, but I know I am. With, of course, my own room. Slow head turn to cannonball.
Duh. Nay, matey, I was going to guard you in your sleep. That's not creepy at all, I promise.
God.
it's Cliff Gaming. Thank you for that raid.
Thanks for coming in on a creeper apart.
right?
Welcome, matey.
Yeah, no, actually, if the shops are still open,
They are not.
Everything's closed right
No,
now.
at this point in time, the only places that are open are the bars.
Okay, no, well, but back to the Wyverns. We're gonna have probably a meal, a drink, and see if anybody is still up. If not, we shall see.
Okay. And at this point, I'm gonna say that we close out on the day. You come in, you get your meal,
Yeah.
you rest up, and on the next day, since you two are at the bounty, you are privy to the conversation that Pearl has had with I believe it was Echo and Mirror.
Was
Because-
it the one where Pearl was gonna find us to sign off on paperwork?
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
Because I know Shara did Shara stay at, I don't remember, did Shara stay at the Wyvern or did Shara stay at her family home?
Shara stayed at her
And so did
family
Echo.
home, but she
I
would
did too.
be going to the Wyvern bright and early to catch oh god, what was his name? Our Zolotian friend, Scarin?
Yeah, Scarin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scarin. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you had gone off and talked to the Hunters Guild.
Yep.
And you need Scarin to corroborate your story about what happened to Betsy in
Yep.
order to get the payment. Yeah, okay. So then it was Pearl and Mir that were at the Wyvern's Bounty in the morning, discussing their plans to head down to make a statement and sign some paperwork at the guard's barracks before checking in on the ship.
Okay.
So since
And
you
I
t-
had
you since
I
you
had
two are
hoped
there,
to have the reason we hadn't done it sooner was I had hoped to have the captain and first mate come along as well.
well, yep, and luckily enough, the captain and first mate did decide to come home that the previous night, so they would be privy to the previous conversation and information as to what your plans are for the day. So we can go. Echo, were you coming back to?
I think it was closer to middle of the day before she went back to the Wyvern's Bounty because
Okay.
she was doing that meditation and contemplating life choices
That's
and
right.
being
That's
mad at some people.
After infecting a certain individual.
Yeah, and I was mad. I want to talk to someone, but I'm too mad at them to go talk to them about it. So,
Okay.
or contemplating life choices.
So let's go ahead and let's start with Pearl plus group making their means out, since this was something that y'all wanted to do early enough in the day. So once everybody is awake and then got your food and got your breakfast and everything, then you're ready to head on out. And with that, the scene is yours.
All right. So Pearl would have asked if Cannonball and Jinka and Muir would come along. Just sort of the more people who would hear what was going on, the less chance. Pearl was hoping that there would be a misunderstanding, and that everything would be clear. She's a little ambivalent about Cannonball. She doesn't want him to go too overboard, but in terms of the legal aspects, but she does feel that he might be someone who might pick up, as well as Janka, if there's something amiss in what Pearl is being asked to sign. Or I guess Pearl has to sign this, right?
Yeah, and you, correct me if I'm wrong, you were also going to call upon your quartermaster, Carl, to come along since he is a established businessman.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So as you head on out, Carl sort of meets you halfway, dressed in a very flashy, very attention-grabbing red and gold business suit.
Oh my.
I
I
think
am
my eyes be
underdressed.
burning.
I am underdressed.
It hurts.
Sorry all, I had to make sure I was wearing the power suit today since I was informed that business is afoot and contracts were about to be signed. So who's signing what?
Looks to Pearl.
Well, I have been asked as the new owner of the Goldspar estate to allow, as far as I understand, to allow an investigation. They seemed quite worried about the cannon that they seemed to feel was on the upper levels and fired on some troops. But we can't seem to find the cannon now.
Real estate law. Well, I'm more of
Possibly?
a entertainment businessman myself, but I've dabbled in a bit of real estate sales here and there, so I might be able to help you out.
Well, I think it should be fairly straightforward, but sometimes these things never are. I think I just have to allow them permission to look around the estate and satisfy their curiosity. I don't really feel that I have much to hide. And if there's something
Sounds
there that they
straightforward.
find that they don't like, then they can perhaps deal with it.
So am
Because
I to understand here that I'm going to be acting in a bit of a power of attorney stance here? Give the contracts
yes.
a once over, make sure everything is, on the up and up, and they're not trying to basically make you sign a confession.
Exactly. That's exactly it, yes.
Now that I can do. If anybody knows how to construct and read shading contracts, I'm your guy.
Well, I'll appreciate your help. And I also have Cannonball and Captain Janka along as well here, so
Oh,
I think
we're a full-on power team here. Got the captain, the first mate, and quartermaster lawyer. You're in good hands.
Master lawyer.
I truly hope so.
Does anyone else have a law degree? The question is does he have a law degree?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he?
And the question is, do you believe him when he says yes?
Nay, matey, just extensive experience in bargaining with demons.
I think that qualifies as course credit.
I don't know much about school.
Unfortunately.
All right, well, let's go sign some papers.
Alright, let's get this over with.
And you begin to head through the bustling docks towards the guard post where the Tidelight Guard call headquarters. And while you are beginning to walk along up this path, you notice a bit a ways Shara coming upon the dry docked ship. In a moment later, your Zolosian friend Scarin coming down and beginning to have a conversation with her as you head into the barracks itself. And inside the barracks are as dull as you last remember them. Just another rookie behind the front desk. Nobody in the cells this time, and it just looks like it's the start of another day. As you come in, the young man behind the desk sort of perks up and kind of looks at all of you. Kind of early to be confessing to a crime, isn't it?
We were asked to come and sign some papers.
Man, that joke never lands. Can I get your name, please?
Raise his eyebrow.
Pearl?
Surname?
Well, I have many surnames. That's why I tend to call myself String of Pearls. But I guess in this case, perhaps Goldspar?
Ah, Goldspar. Yeah. Okay. He sort of like looks around, he reaches underneath his desk and he pulls up just like this thick stack of papers. Everything that you need to sign has been tagged. Just need a quick jot down of your name on every line and initial on the last page and you're good to go.
And could you explain what I'm signing, please?
This is a standard form 352. All it means is you're giving us the permission to search the premises of a possible crime scene, that we are not liable for any damage or any, well, procurement of items. Anything that we take into evidence from the estate is or has already been given the green light. We will provide you with a itemized list of items that have been taken into evidence. But it's just your standard, you're giving us the right onto your property to search the house.
Looks at the
Alrighty.
quartermaster.
I have
and you see,
one of our mates here, Quartermaster Carl.
Carl's already got the contract in his hand. He's just speed reading through all the pages. Yep, that's what the kid says. It's pretty standard. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't try to fit any back language or anything in here. This is just, you give them permission to go in your house and look around.
And take what they'd like, but since I'm getting a list,
Yeah, the itemized list, it's going to be stored here in evidence as the investigation,
as actual evidence.
Yes, exactly, actual evidence. They can't just take a nice sitting chair and use it in the office while the investigation is going on. Everything will be itemized and kept in an evidence locker until the end of the investigation, at which they sign the property back to you if no wrongdoing has been.
Okay, so Pearl's going to look to Cannonball and Janka. If it seems reasonable, and of course Mir, if this seems reasonable, I'll just go ahead and sign it, and then we can. Now, I assume that I am free to leave Tidelight, or I'm sorry, we're not.
You're right.
Yeah, you're in Tidelight.
We aren't. I'm free to leave Tidelight while this investigation is ongoing. Yes.
I don't have any sort of orders or anything stating that you are needing to remain on, like, in the premise of your home or in Tidelight itself. So yes, you are free to go whenever you wish.
And that holds for the whole crew. There's no one that's going to be held here.
I don't have anybody on here as needing to stay behind.
Captain? Cannonball? What say you?
Works for me as long as we're not bound here. As long as they don't take anything they're not supposed to. I think we should be okay.
Cannonball?
One small detail, and I'll make it quick. Should they find anything they don't like within the estate, I hope your late grandfather and not ye will be held legally responsible, yes?
Very good point.
That just all depends on what we find. That I cannot speak to. That would be a part of the investigation.
Muir, do you see anything from your perspective that...
No. Not much for anything illegal, but...
No, but you bring a unique perspective because of your background.
I mean, most crimes can't be inherited, so...
most.
He does have a point. So most of the time we don't pass the crime down to the next of kin unless the next of kin was involved.
Well,
I guess.
give me a pen then.
But he pushes over a quill and ink pot.
So Pearl will very carefully dip the quill in the inkwell and blot it and sign her name with a flourish and her initials as she's been instructed.
Okay.
Your eyes the quill suspiciously.
Well then, that concludes our business, I think.
And as you say that, everything goes deathly silent.
Here we go.
As voices carrying upon the wind, speaking in an eerie harmony, almost in a backwards language, begin to roll in from the sea up through the coast. A bit later, that heavy smell of sulfur once again kicks into the air that both Janka and Cannonball smelt the night before. But this time, everybody can smell it.
Head on a swivel again, looking around. Hunter's Bane up.
Pearl is going to take out her compass and look at the compass.
The compass isn't doing anything.
She puts it back.
Those of you who are outside notice the skies around Tide Light begin to darken. As a very cold and uncomfortable wind begins to pick up, ships begin to rock and creak inside just violently growing waves as the earth beneath your feet begins to shake and tremble. The floors inside a couple of the buildings and even in the guard barracks begin to crack, walls cracking as well.
That's eerie music.
And then there is just this audible, deep breath that everybody hears echo from inside as the voices stop for just a moment. And a singular voice just whispers, "Come on out." As that happens, earth begins to shake even more, tossing you around on your feet as there's an audible tear of earth echoing from outside.
Oh, that's not good.
As this happens, people begin to screech and scream outside on all throughout the city. As through the darkened windows of the inside, you begin to see streaks of light coming down from the sky, sort of coming into impact with the city itself. Moments later, you hear screeches, inhuman. You see shapes chasing people along the outside city streets. Jenka, that ability that you have up lights up as you are surrounded by fiends.
Knives immediately out.
Those of you who are outside, as you began to experience these sensations, off in the distance in the hills near the higher point of Tidelight, where the Goldspar Manor is at, when that horrible earth cracking noise happened, you see the entire estate sink into the ground. And just this bright red light shoot up to the sky. And as this happens, small little flaming balls begin to come down, colliding into the earth. But nothing like a fireball just extinguishing the moment it makes contact. These little flaming balls begin to roll and take shape as these demonic creatures begin to pour out into the city streets, attacking and swinging at anything that is close by. Warning bells go off, alerting everybody in Tidelight that the city is currently under siege.
Do I know what's happening? Like, who would be causing this? Or an event?
You wouldn't know specifically who, but something like this, it feels as if somebody just opened a gate directly to the hells, and the party is now coming to you.
Well, it's going to be a party, all right.
And as this happened, and as in all this confusion, almost forgot his name here. Commander Briggs sort of rushes by with a small detachment of guards, all of them in heavy armor, their weapons and shields out, as they storm out into the streets and begin to engage the devils at any turn that they can, at any point in turn that they can in the city.
How do they fare against these?
A couple of them fall fairly quick, but those seem to be more the rookies who haven't really been seasoned in battle. Briggs and the more higher ranking officers, the way that they're fighting and the way that they're standing in unison, it doesn't look like this is their first time to a rodeo fighting devils.
Oh, interesting.
Being, in the Tricorn, every now and then hags have been known to try to make attempts on the city, if not just to cause a little bit of trouble. So a little summoning here and there isn't outside of normal business.
Does Pearl have any sense that this is somehow connected to the fact that she signed the paper?
Not really. I mean, she may, you may have her have a feeling that this all happened because you signed your name, because it was like coincidence, but there isn't anything concrete that would point directly to you.
Oh, joy.
As this is going on in Echo, you are making your way back to the bounty when this happened, and you see demons falling from the sky, landing in the city, and just utter chaos happening. You see a couple of your crew members sort of leaving various buildings in a hurry to get back down to the dock in what you think is maybe running to the ship in order to get it, sea ready.
Okay.
In a few moments, you see both Bryant and Anastasia running as well. He's got a blade in his hand, and she's just got like a very hastily packed bag. You can see clothes flying out the back of it as he's pulling her along, as she's got a bit of protest in her, but she's still following her brother's commands.
I am completely unsure where anyone else is at, but I'm not gonna let them make a trek through demon-infested streets alone, so I'm gonna go try and give them a hand.
Okay. And as you come up onto him, he kind of gives you a nod. He's like, "The fuck just happened?"
No idea. Everything was fine, and now there's demons falling from the sky. Are you heading to the ship?
Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here.
All right.
I don't see the
I don't know where everyone else is, so I'm going to help you guys get there. And
I don't see the captain. I don't see Cannonball, so I'm pulling rank and I'm calling all hands on deck. We are getting the hell out of here. If you see them,
Fine by
let
me.
them know.
I haven't seen anyone since yesterday evening, so
They all headed out earlier, saying that they. I overheard Pearl talking about needing to sign some paperwork at the guard barracks. Everyone but Shara was with her. Shara didn't come home last night. I think she stayed with her family.
Let's get you guys to the ship first, and if I have to, I'll go back out to see if I can do a rescue mission.
You know what? This ain't working here. Give me a second. As he kind of just like hands his sister the blade, as he puts his hands together and sort of lowers himself to the ground, hands splayed out, as he transforms into a large riding horse. He sort of like gives you a nod for the both of you to get on.
I'll help the sister up first, and then I'll get on.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know how her abilities in moving around are, but I know I can jump up on a horse.
And as soon as you get up onto the wild-shaped Bryant, he just begins to take a tear towards the docks where the boat was stationed.
As we move, I'll keep an eye out for Shar or the captain and crew.
Okay. And Shara, you had just began to say hello to Scarin when all of this occurred and chaos began raining down from the streets. Scarin, a little hesitant for the moment, looks back at the ship. I can defend it for a while. Hopefully until the crew gets here to, well, get it seaworthy. I am still bound by a pact of non-interference. I cannot technically assist you in these fights, but I can help protect the people of this quarter at least.
Yeah, defend it as long as you can. Let on board anyone that's looking for refuge.
See, he nods and he takes his staff and he begins to chant. The sigils begin to like circle around him on his feet and grow out as he slams the staff down and constructs like a large protective dome around the area. This will keep us safe for time being, but I cannot guarantee how long.
Just hold it as long as you can. I gotta go help.
You do your thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and get back here, but don't wait for me if the circumstances are dire.
If I feel that if I feel it becomes too dangerous, I will at least get us out to sea.
All right, cool. Good luck.
You too.
I will take my axe off of my back and charge into the city. Cut down as many demons as I can.
Okay. And as you charge in, you begin to charge in, you remember that a large portion of your friends are currently inside those barracks, not like 150 feet away.
I will try to make my way over there.
Okay. Those of you inside the barracks, what are you planning on doing?
What order do you want us to go in here?
Well, there's no turn order, so
This
is
Pearl?
What's happening?
Okay, Pearl will look around and she'll say, we got to get out of here. We got to get to the ship. Who needs a ride? And she will turn into a riding horse.
okay.
Inside the barrack.
Well, I don't know how, I don't know what shape the barracks are in, but that's the plan, is that
It's gonna be
she's heading out.
It's going to be a little tight for a riding horse to fit inside the barracks.
Okay, so she probably would.
Yeah, get outside first.
Yeah,
It-
I would run outside, but I'm hoping that whoever doesn't have a way to move quickly will come with me and I can give them a ride.
And you notice that, like, on the bright side, the the dock where your ship is currently at is only about 150 feet away. As you come running out, you see Shara running through, just swinging her axe wildly, cutting through a couple imps as she's making her path towards you.
Yeah, I'm running out and just kind of assessing the situation, looking up at the sky and cutting down any demons that happen to cross the path. But I'm trying to get a sense of what occurred, what potentially caused this.
Okay. And as you come out, you can see just that large beam still jutting up in the sky, causing more of these demonic fireballs to rain out, coming from the location where the Gold Spar estate should be. For all intents and purposes, the house should be there.
Oh, the house isn't there anymore?
No, the house fell into the earth.
Oh.
Well, that's a shame.
And as you come out, Jenka, you see a rather intimidating looking group of devils sort of just cutting down civilians left and right as they pass by, very much taking in the joy of every soul that they slaughter. Their blades and their skin just already covered in blood.
I need to make a saving throw for myself. Give me a second. Oh no. Jenka kind of looking around and taking this all in. It's almost like she can not hear anything anymore and only her heartbeat in her ears as she's starting to breathe heavily and kind of back up into the doorway and kind of falls to one knee as she's just staring at all this.
Let me roll something real quick here. Let's go off it. 1 second, real quick. Rosian, I rolled a 15 on medicine. Would Cannonball know what PTSD is?
Cannonball, being a subscriber to the PTSD or the PTSD newsletter, yes, you absolutely know what it looks like. As a fellow person who has quote unquote seen some shit, you know exactly what's happening to Jenka at the moment.
We know what the Vietnam flashback.
Oh yeah, this is a full-on.
Mile stare looks like.
This is a full-on non-flashback. Fortunate Son is blaring in her ears. It is just not a good time.
So yeah, we're gonna probably scream at Pearl here and say, "Pearl, grab her and take her to the ship."
That's
And
gonna be.
we'll look around the courtyard real quick to see if there's anybody else here that we would recognize.
Coming up fast, you can see both Echo and Anastasia on the back of a very large riding horse. The lick of like black, like salt and pepper mane and everything, kind of gives you a feeling that that's Bryant.
Yeah, we'd probably try. You know what? We'll cantrip a firebolt up into this guy here, try to get some grab their attention, because there's no way I'm screaming halfway across a courtyard here.
Let me see. I'm gonna make a check here.
Mm-hmm.
So when you throw the firebolt into the air, both the group you're trying to get the attention of and the group that Jenka's sort of staring at both have their attention caught as they both look to you.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna say about now is when Echo remembers that Vala is in the city, and she needs to go get her to the ship. So she's going to be like leaping off of the horse she's riding on so that she can go try and find her.
Okay. It's going to be a risky move for you.
Yeah.
As Vala is on the other side of the city. Vala's in the upper district. You're down in the shipping ward. You're down at the docks.
She has faith in the fact that she can get out of sight. She can try and stealth her way through.
So
it's risky.
Group wise, those of you who aren't sort of trying to hold on to sanity at the moment, do see Echo jump off and begin to make her way towards an alleyway, almost as if she's looking to run off.
Yeah, at that point, Cannonball would, probably scream, considering there's 3, demons about to jump his ass, he'd probably scream something along the lines of, the ship's called the Wanderer, right? I keep forgetting the name of the ship. Jesus.
I don't know what you guys called it.
Fey Wanderer. It's called the Fey Wanderer.
Yeah, so
Wild Wanderer.
He'll probably yell something along,
or Wild Wanderer. Sorry.
He'll probably yell something along along the lines of "Crew of the Wild Wanderer" to me.
And as you yell that Echo, as you go booking it into this alleyway, catching you off guard here, something hits you in the stomach and sort of drives you back as you see the tip of a rancier licked in flame sort of embedded in you as this large devil just begins to like march you back out into the street.
Oh boy.
You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
This is fine.
As the friendos of the Wild Wanderer, you now see a companion sort of staring down a devil with a weapon in her stomach.
Well, when I meant to me, I didn't quite mean having the demons bring you back to the fight.
Oh,
But fair
that's
enough,
something
that was close enough.
Are we going to have to kill him?
Who, me or the demons?
The demon.
Probably.
Good.
I mean,
Are we going to have to kill him? Me or the demon?
captains indisposed.
Yes.
First mate's orders. Kill the demons.
Well, hold up. Let me see real quick. To be fair, I'm going to do this at disadvantage.
You cannot seduce the demon.
I can try.
Oh my god!
It's
And the other one
uneven.
was a nat 20. Son of a... Nope. Captain's still indisposed.
Let me see if I can seduce. Roshan, what do I roll to seduce the? No, I'm kidding. All right.
You don't roll. You don't roll for that. If you're gonna try to seduce something, you need to use that riz. You have to riz the DM.
Oh, don't.
Seduce the DM.
Can I tickle his chin with my forehead tentacles? All right.
The TF2 the TF2 gif of seduce me.
Love it. All right, we'll get to that later. For now, I think we have a bit of violence to dispense here.
I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna look down at the weapon impaled in me and look up this demon in front of me and be like, Mel's really not gonna be happy with you.
Oh, Rodrin, because it is going to be valid. I am running off of that list. The tail today.
I'm sorry, you're running off the list?
Form of the beast.
Form of the beast. Why am I drawing a blank here?
So it's something of my subclass I never use. I am a Path of the Beast barbarian.
The damned you say. Okay, and
Yeah, we forgot the bunny beast is a beast, and then a beast.
The bunny's a
on top
form of the beast barbarian.
I'm like sitting here like,
Beastception.
did I give you something that I'm just not remembering?
No. I just rarely have to dig into half of my subclass.
Okay.
He's just, the white rabbit from Monty Python. He is the beast.
Yep.
As Mel, as you say that, and Muir begins to hulk out and grow just a very long, lashing, spiny tail out of his back.
Think alien predator.
He
Think
kind of
alien
just
tail.
looks at you with a grin. Who the fuck is Mel? And he sort of just pushes you back off his weapon. And it's at this point in time that everyone here is going to have to make initiative.
Alrighty.
Who called for Mel?
No, I tried to use his name.
She was trying to see if it triggered something or.
Isn't his nickname Mal? Why Mal?
I don't know.
You're off by a letter, homie.
Mel is wrong campaign.
Mel, it's all the same, right?
Sure.
Look, I'm bad with names. My poor characters have to suffer.
I actually wrote down his name because, Mal's
Short
a lot.
for
Well, I'm sure I
malevolent,
wrote it down
right?
somewhere, but
Mal's a lot. That's the name you're looking for.
Rojan, you will have to take us to a battle map.
I know.
Okay.
I am adding turns at the moment before I take you to the battle map.
Dun 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 dun.
I have a concern.
I have many concerns.
You should
I
have.
still would love to know why it will not pick the name off my character sheet.
Alrighty, matey.
Oh
Time for a
my!
little bit of fun.
Oh, I need
So
to do that.
I
Well,
went.
Muir,
to
I see you
the,
rolled just as shitty as I did.
No, I
Listen.
would be transformed at this point, right?
If you are still wanting to turn into a riding horse at this point in time,
Well, I mean that was the plan, but I don't know how far I got before nothing seemed to be going the way it was. So
I'll leave that up to you since there wasn't really a call that you were going to change. So
well, I said I would, and we would go out, and then, I'm supposed to be taking the captain. Well, the captain's kind of, frozen in place, and so
just
okay.
to show you all here, that's the thing that stabbed Echo. Then you've got this individual here and their friend,
Oh my!
Oh.
and then a couple little guys, and a little bit bigger little guys.
Oh, it's a piggy.
With wings.
You'll have to move it. With an Eldritch Blast.
So we do get to make pigs fly. Cool.
I think they already are.
Now that makes it easy.
Looks
Right.
like they have wings. Just saying.
And adds new light to that saying, doesn't it?
It really does.
Time to have some fun, methinks.
It'd help if I, looked at my character sheet and saw what was going on there.
That's all.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be that kind of day with the dice. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
It's that kind of day. Let's just get all the fucking nat ones out of the way. Jesus Christ.
It
That's
just
the third
knows,
one.
It knows you're suffering from PTSD right now.
Yeah.
God. So stupid.
And it makes sense.
That's my initiative. That's my initiative. Look at my dex mod. And that's my initiative.
I mean, look at Muir and myself. We both have the same dex mod, and we got like 7 and 9.
all the fast people are like, nope, we snowed today.
Fast? What's fast?
God. Oh, who's that in the middle? Wait, what is that? I'm gonna zoom in. What's this purple thing right here?
There's a lot of purple things. You gotta be more specific.
That's like a purple ram demon with a tail.
This one?
It's this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the giant sword?
Yeah. That one.
Glaive.
Glaive. Yes. Sorry.
Oh
Giant
wait, I
weapon.
clicked on the map. I'm sorry. Can you enlarge it one more time? I clicked on the map on accident. Oh shit. That's There's new goose stuff.
All right, Pearl, I need your initiative modifier.
Oh, 2. Oh, I haven't put my initiative
You haven't
in
put
there,
it in,
I'm
no.
sorry. Oh, I've got it here. Sorry.
Okay. How bad did you all roll here?
Horrible.
Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
bad. Pretty bad.
All right.
I think Char only 2 of us managed to roll over a 10.
Yeah, that's really sad. And more than half the people rolled under a 10. Oh
And
my
we
God.
all very dexterous. I think most of us rolled below a 5.
Okay. Individual's gonna come up here. So I need to know, Pearl, did you decide to turn into a riding horse, or are you gonna stay out of combat? I'm giving you this option.
I think because I had planned to, but I was assuming that, I would have the captain, and that didn't happen. I think I would have not done it.
Okay, that's fine. Little dude here is gonna come up, and he sees that one of you is sort of like on your knees in sort of like a panic-stricken mode. He's like looking at everyone else as he brings up 2 hands, and he brings up these 2 small fireballs. And he whips one towards Jenka. Jenka, that will be a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
This is the night of low rolls here. You are going to take a whopping 6 points of fire damage.
I'll take it.
And the second one is going to be hurled behind Jenka at Mir. Mir, that's going to be a 16.
That will not hit.
All right. He sort of grins and just takes a couple more steps backwards, as it is Billy Cannonball turn.
Well, Cannonball is gonna start off with some cleric BS. As we will start praying.
Okay. Is this, oh Lord of Explosions, please bless my friend's weapons with the power of the boom?
Hydra, old Hydra, I call it upon thee. Make it plain to see that the demons before us bow to thine power. Infuse our weapons with thine explosive powder, and let my companions do the same, so that we may spill blood in thy name.
And as you say that, you just hear just an audible, as once again that little fuse around all of you is sparked, and your weapons give like this very strange looking shimmer. And there's just this very slight scent of gunpowder amongst you now.
We also have our own brand of sulfur. The kaboom kind.
You really need to get a pair of brass knuckles.
Right?
So your hands don't blow up.
Right. That
Yeah.
is the main. I mean, look, it's still a weapon. I'm kidding. The other thing, we are still going to bonus action something real quick here, if you don't mind. Can I get my tentacle token, please?
You sure can.
I do appreciate you.
Let's see if I can find the tentacle once again. I know I have a token for it. Just how far down is the tentacle? Ah,
Shouldn't be that far.
there you go.
We
One,
use it regularly.
one tentacle.
Appreciate you.
Where would you like to
Within
place the tentacle?
Within 60 feet, so you know what? It's gonna be close to this guy over here, and we're gonna give him the old tentacle slap while we're at it.
Okay.
Let me roll that real quick. That is going to be an 18.
An 18?
No,
Will
actually,
hit.
wait, no. 1 sec more than that. I went pure charisma and not spell attack. Give me a sec here. Well, I mean, glad to know it'll hit, but yeah, I haven't done this in a while, and clearly I'm potato. Actually, that's going to be a 20.
A 20? Yep, that still hits.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay. 1d8 of cold damage, and its movement will be reduced by half until next round. Or, sorry, not by half, by 10 feet. Sorry, I'm clearly, again, haven't done this in a while. Yeah. So 10 feet reduced movement and 6 damage of cold damage.
And you see this, your tentacle whip out and sort of make contact with him, but as soon as like it does, you just see the ice from the cold just melt off of them.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it did much, if anything, to it.
Okay, they're immune to cold damage. Just the
Anything else?
Nope, that's going to be it for now.
Okay. Shara.
Start off by going into a frenzy. And then I have just enough movement to charge straight to here. And baseball swing my axe at this guy.
Okay.
Recklessly.
I mean, that should just be the default instance of any barbarian raging. You shouldn't even have a choice at that moment. You're raging, it has to be right.
Oh, I wish I was at that level where I crit on a 19. That would have been glorious. But that will still be a 28 to hit.
That will most definitely hit. You know, I was forgetting something.
Max damage too. That is going to be 12 plus 18. Oh wait, don't the gunpowder thing that makes something happen on max damage, doesn't it?
No, if you roll the die and it's at its max number, it explodes and you roll it again.
Okay, this is gonna hurt for this guy.
Burst is a fun and balanced mechanic. We don't talk about this here.
I balanced the mechanic.
Right? DM's like, no, you don't understand. Everything has double the HP now.
No, it was like, you can't keep bursting.
No, for sure. But still.
Okay. That is gonna be 27 magical slashing damage.
Okay. This is just slashing magical.
Yep.
Nothing on top of it. Okay.
Nope. And I have extra attack, so I'm going to do it again. That one is going to be a 24 to hit.
That will hit as well.
Oh, there was one short of max damage on that. That will be 19 magical slashing.
Okay. Anything else?
Stare at him angrily. Get the fuck out of my home.
Gotcha. Get off my plane.
Yeah.
Get off my yard.
Okay, what is this?
Nice.
Oh, that is deadly. Okay. Okay. Individual's gonna run up here
Yeah.
to he's gonna look at Shara, and he just turns his head and he whips his beard at you.
Never been attacked by a beard.
I don't think an 8 is going to hit you.
It will not.
All right, and then he follows the beard up. Beard. Oh wait, no. He has advantage. Doesn't matter anyway, because I don't think a 15 hits you.
15 does hit me.
15 does hit you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have low dex, so my AC is pretty low.
So that is going to be 8 poison damage. I'm sorry, 8
Okay.
piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
That will be 25.
A 25. Okay,
Yep.
you are fine. But it is going to make a follow-up attack with its glaive. 13 won't hit you, correct?
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
AC is 14.
I'm sorry, it's a 19. I forget he has advantage on attacks.
Yes, because I was reckless.
Oh no, not because you were reckless. Something else.
Oh. Even better?
He has a demonic version of pact tactics. So that's going to hit you.
Yep.
All right, it's going to be another 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
You are not undead or a construct, right?
I am not.
Okay. You
Oh boy.
That we know of.
Yet.
Give it time.
okay, you are fine. You are fine.
Okay.
Because you are not undead.
Echo sweating nervously right now.
I don't know if I am undead. I might not be. Who knows?
Well, nobody knows anything about Echo right now, but you know. Do you really want to find out?
Because this is how we find out.
Right.
All right, so it's going to make 3 attacks with its weapon here. Is going to make 2 on. Is pretty much gonna go back and forth. He's gonna go after Echo, then go to Shara, and then go after Echo. First attack, Echo. I don't think a 14 hits.
No.
All right, Shara. He has advantage on you.
Does, yep.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does, but I'm going to use a reaction. I have disarming parry, so I roll an attack roll, and if it equals or exceeds his attack roll, then they miss and possibly drop their weapon.
Okay.
I rolled an 18. What did he roll?
He rolled an 18 as well.
Does it say what? Yeah, equals or exceeds. Okay, so he'll miss. And then he needs to make a strength saving throw. DC of 60. DC 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought you said 60 for a moment.
Not yet, but you never know.
That is going to be a 13.
13, so he drops his
I'm
weapon.
sorry. That is going to be a 17. That's going to be 17 because I'm not looking at it saving.
Okay, so he's fine. He holds onto his weapon, but the attack does miss.
Okay, and then he's going to come back towards Echo. Echo, that's going to be an 18.
That will hit.
Echo, you're going to take 16 points of piercing. And then another 16 of fire.
I'm rolling low.
Apparently that was just like a one-time thing.
Maybe it just doesn't like Echo. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Speaking of Echo,
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna start with the punch drunk. Take a sip off of that. I need something. I'm gonna take that. That's a 4, so I regenerate 1d4 health at the start of my turn for 3 rounds.
all right? So
Does that count for this turn?
it counts for this turn. It counts for
Yay.
this turn and then subsequent rounds.
That's gonna be 3 points of healing. I'm going to take it. Anything helps. Excuse me. What's this? So I'm just double checking what Monk does. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and start punching away. Got 2 attacks. Okay, so that's a D12. That's not going to help me.
Look, punch drunk
That-
doesn't make you drunk.
But that's going to be a natural 20.
Very nice.
My fists are now magical. So my unarmed strike is going to be 22 magical bludgeoning.
22 magical bludgeoning, nice.
Yep, and we're gonna go ahead and spend a key point to make that a stunning strike. So I'm going to need. Oh god, too many things on my screen.
Constitution
Where is-
saving throw, right?
Yes.
That'll be a 27.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, I had a feeling. It was still worth a shot. Or followed up with another punch. Keep rolling this die. That's cocked. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
A 23 to hit will hit.
That's shit damage. That's gonna be 6 magical bludgeoning. So I rolled super low. And then we're going to flurry of blows. Which gives me 2 more attacks. That's going to be 24 to hit.
24
I'm
hits.
liking this die. It's being nice to me. See how you are. So that's going to be better. That's 10 magical bludgeoning.
Does that gunpowder blessing apply here?
No, because
No, not
she's
my
using her
fists.
hands.
Has to be on
That's-
actual weapons, and though her fists are weapons, they have to be actual like weapon.
I don't want to explode my fists. That sounds ouchy.
I mean, you
that's
could,
gonna be
you just
another
won't have
24.
fists anymore, you'll have nubs.
Another 24, and a total of 11 more magical bludgeoning. And, oh, where is it? Let me double check this. It's part of... Drunken Technique. So whenever I use Flurry of Blows, I gain the benefit of Disengage. Oh, but I got 2 people on me. That's not gonna help me. Oh, do I take the chance? Well, I can disengage from this guy that I was hitting and kind of skirt around this gentleman here.
Okay.
So that I'm not sandwiched in between them. That's what I'll do. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. One of the little guys here. Okay. So at the moment, the one down here can technically only see Echo because of the ball. So it's gonna fly up to here and then there, and it's gonna take a deep breath, and then it just spews just this torrent of blood towards you. Does a 16 hit you, Echo?
No, it does not.
Okay. You just got like a little bit of blood kind of like pooling at your feet as it's just like throwing blood up at you very violently. The other one gonna fly up behind you, and it's gonna make a sting attack with its little tail stinger. I don't think a 4 hits. I'm sorry, I don't think a 6 hits. I am mathing wrong today. But that's gonna do it for them. Muir.
Okay, so I read my ability wrong. It's as I rage, I get to pick one of those options.
Okay.
So how, before I do a damn thing, how is that guy on the ground or is he airborne?
Right now he's airborne. He's about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay. So that's going to fall within my periphery of dumb shit I can do as a bunny.
Dumbass bunny jumping.
Because my tail has a 10-foot reach, if I move to there, jump, I can make an attack there, and I should land probably about there, and I can get a second attack as I'm coming down.
Okay.
So, rage,
Tail.
and take off, and going for 2 tail attacks, since I can make that easily.
Okay.
Oh, and they're reckless, of course, because...
Of course.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 will hit.
So the first one is going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
And the as I'm flying by attack will be a 25 to hit.
That most definitely hits.
For another 8 damage.
All right, and as you fly by and you smack this thing with its tail,
Well, it's actually piercing.
ow! You're going by, and it's like a cat getting slapped by a forgot their name. Wow, almost called them a pine cone.
No, that's a porcupine, sir.
Porcupine, thank you. Yes, I'm like, it's not a pine cone.
Pretty close.
But as you're flying through the air and you porcupine slap this thing twice, as you come to land on your feet, it falls dead behind you.
As I shake it off my tail.
That will leave Pearl.
Okay, Pearl's going to do something possibly dumb because she doesn't know if it will work or not. So as her first action, she's going to try to call Codger.
Okay. So you just call out Codger?
Does he come to her? Actually, she's not going to call it out loud because this will upset Jenka more. She's going to think it.
I mean, let's be honest. Jenka.exe is not here right now.
Your message after the dial-up sounds.
And as you think his name, he appears next to you. You see that he's a little singed, and he's kind of like a little bit caked in soot and everything, but mostly he's all there. Master Summon Codger.
Okay. For my my action, can I command him to kill this?
You can order it. You can try to order him to.
I'm gonna try that.
All right. What are your orders?
Codger, kill that demon. Kill that being that's attacking my friends.
Roger can do that. Would Master like subtle or explosive?
Don't hurt my friends.
That does not answer Codger's question. Should Codger be seen, or should Codger be quiet?
Codger should be invisible.
Very well. Quiet it is. You see him just sort of phase out.
Okay, and I still have a bonus.
Codger,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Codger will go on your turn. So
Okay.
your next turn, he'll begin to make attack actions.
Alrighty. So as my bonus action, I am going to drop Healing Spirit right on top of Echo. And I am going to upcast that to a level 3.
And as you do that, as you go to cast it, you see a flash come from the eyes of that thing that you just commanded Codger to kill, as it counterspells the Healing Spirit.
Oh,
Well,
jerk.
I
What an
mean,
a-hole.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. I honestly wasn't sure whether Codger would even come, so that was a win.
All right, Jenka.
Well, to be completely honest, I need to roll again.
Oh, Jesus, dice, come back. Oh.
Okay. Well, it's enough to make her at least feel a different mood, I'll tell you that. As she will go ahead and kind of in her state of panic at the moment, she is going to throw 2 knives at this guy right here.
Okay.
Best part about psychic knives, I don't have to retrieve them. Let's see.
You sang that in the wrong jingle. You try it like the best part of waking up.
Yeah, but I didn't want us to get DMC.
Takes the fun out of it. Damn DMCA.
I know. So dagger. Yeah. Okay. She's feeling well enough to fight, but not well enough to move. So we will do this. Why am I rolling 2 dice? I just need to roll 1 die. Here we go.
1 for each dagger?
Okay. At least let's finally roll something high. D3?
A D3?
23.
Oh, 23 hits. I thought you said 1D3. I'm like, that doesn't really help.
23. And because I have an ally next to it, snack attack? Snack attack.
Snack attack, yes.
Snack attack.
Snack attack will hit.
Okay. All the D6s. Okay. These dice are being nicer. 11, 12 damage total. They are of course magical, so that is 5, 6, that is 9 psychic damage.
Okay.
And
You said it was a total of 12 damage?
No, I forgot to add my
okay.
modifier for that. So yeah, that's you know me and math. We don't get along.
That's okay. I'm
yeah.
calling out wrong numbers left and right tonight as well, so
It's fair.
You're not alone.
So in case it matters, it is going to be 9 psychic damage and 7 sneak attack damage.
9 and 7. Okay.
Snack.
16.
And then I will go ahead. Oh, it's a bonus action. Yeah. Oh, goodness. You know what? Okay, you roll additional hero card die. Nah, I'll hit it again with another one right now. Yeah, we're gonna hit it with another knife. Kniff. Oh god, that's low. I might be able to make it maybe. 17?
17 will hit.
Oh, thank god, okay. No sneak attack damage on this one. Oh my god, dice. I told you it's that kind of night.
That Minotaur isn't here tonight.
Damage. God, 6 psychic damage.
Okay.
However, isn't there something I could do? Blistering neck. Oh, I forgot that's a thing I can do. I forgot that I can spend all these lovely dice that I have that when I fail checks, I can use that to up it. Damn it. I forgot I had that. But no, unfortunately it does. I can't do anything else as far as like adding extra damage. So I think that is it, as Jenka is still very much shaking, but she's at least somehow found the will to just kind of yeet these knives, but she's still got like one knee on the ground, kind of kneeling as she's still kind of frozen at the moment.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
All right, coming to the pigs. So it's going to take the air and come down here next to Muir. Need to pull up its character sheet. I have way too many character windows open here.
Oh, you just have too few monitors.
Yep, I was going to say the solution is
I've
more
got
monitors.
3 monitors. I need 2 more. And it's going to make a bite attack against Muir. I don't think a 7 is going to hit.
No, negative.
This one's going to come down here. And it's going to make a bite attack against Echo. Echo, does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
All right, you are going to take 2 points of necrotic damage and another
Okay.
2 points of poison damage.
Okay. I can do this.
That's all for them as we go back up to the top of the initiative. That's the enforcer. There he is. Okay. So standing back where this creature is at, it puts its hands together and it begins to chant in just a very deep infernal tone as you see sigils begin to form around it. And it points its hands down as just like black fire gives life to the runes as it attempts to summon something. Trying to find a D10 here. That's a D8. Okay, and even though it attempts to summon something, nothing happens. And that will be its turn. Cannonball.
All right. We're getting a little irritated with the spell slinging here. We're gonna at least somewhat attempt to bother this thing. We are going to cast silence on it.
Ooh.
Get all those delicious verbal components to not go off.
You.
Unless, it moves.
So who are you casting silence on?
The spell slinger in the back.
Okay. Can you bring silence up? Because I don't know
100%.
silence very well because normally it doesn't make an appearance.
It has a range of 120. I'll post it right there.
For the duration, no sound can be created within a 20-foot radial sphere centered on the... Okay, that's all I needed to know.
They can't hear anything. They can't make any sound either. They're basically stuck in a no sound zone. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component isn't possible inside the sphere.
I canceled it. I'm a genius.
It's just one of those days.
It really is. All right. So the silence goes off.
Okay.
Anything else?
Looking through my bonus actions. Sorry, it's this good old cannonball problems. Too many spells. Literally when you're the Swiss Army knife because you're 3 classes. Give me 1 second here. Reaction. No. Is this a bonus action? Nope. Let's see real quick. Sorry guys, again I haven't played this character in a bit and I'm rusty. It shows well, not in combat anyway.
It's been a hot minute since we last were in combat, so makes sense.
Yeah. We're all doing it.
Still new characters.
Right. Relatively new character, still who this.
That's okay. I missed out on something because I forgot it's a new character to do. So it's all good. Take your time.
The bonus actions that I have right now that are not concentration is always the issue, of course. I could do that actually. That's acceptable. You know what? I think that's it for now, Erosion. My brain is not. I'm probably missing something. My brain is just not cooperating right now. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now, as that thing is silenced. You know what? Maybe we'll have the tentacle move a bit and see if it can slap something that might not be immune to our stuff here. Just double check how far it can move here. It can move 30 feet, alright. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna have it go here. If you'll allow me to just... Yeah, there we go. And we'll try slapping the imp here.
Okay.
That is going to be a 16.
A 16? Well, let me check. I don't want to give you false information here.
Very good.
16 will hit.
Okay. Save 1d8 and we reduce its movement by 10 if it does anything. Well, I was lucky on the attack. I'm not lucky on the damage. That is a 1 damage.
Ah, everything shrunk. Damn it.
Oh no!
I was afraid that was going to happen. Because for some reason it just does that because because I was going through and I was looking at everything and it just auto minimizes everything.
If you shake a window while holding it, that will minimize everything.
Even though I wasn't holding anything.
But if you shake the window again, it will restore everything.
It restores everything, yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
No.
I do it all the time. You just grab a window and shake it and everything comes back.
That's why in order to flip my windows, I just use the old Alt tab.
Yeah. Windows D does the same thing, by the way.
I know. I'm just more used to Alt tab.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Do we still see the sort of like the frost like kind of just instantly disappearing when we hit that thing too?
It doesn't disappear, but it seems to have a bit of a strong defense against it. It's pretty much resistant.
Yeah, one is immune, the other one is resistant. Good to know.
Yep.
Perfection. Okay, yeah, that's it for me then.
Shara.
I'm gonna keep wailing on horns over here. Recklessly, of course. First attack is a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
That will be 16 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack is 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
That is slightly less, unfortunately. That's 14 slashing damage. And we can use our frenzied attack as a bonus action, so we're going to do it again.
Okay. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it until he stops moving. That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that will be 16 slashing damage.
Okay. He is still up.
That is all I can do.
All right, the gentleman down here. Going to turn around. He's going to look at Mirror, seeing that he just tail slapped one of the creatures out of the sky. Gonna first try to whip his beard at Mirror.
I whip my beard back.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Let me see. I'm going to use my reaction to deflect with my tail, which is going to bring my AC up to. Where are we at? That's going to put me at 26 with an 8 on the die.
Okay, so that will not hit then. Does that last the entire round or just that attack?
That's what I'm trying to find out here. Equal number roll potentially. No, just a one-shot deal.
All right, and then it's gonna follow up with a glaive attack. That is gonna be a 15 to hit.
No, that will miss.
Okay. The devil. The horned one over here that Shara's been whacking at kind of smiles at Shara for a moment and softly begins to whisper to her. Shara, can I get a wisdom saving?
Is this versus a charmed or frightened effect?
This is most definitely a charm effect.
I have mindless rage. I cannot be charmed.
Oh, you are so lucky, as dominate person fails.
Oh, Jeebus. Oh, God.
I just smile right back at him.
And you see he
Shark-bait. Ooh-ah.
just gets a little frustrated, and he just shakes his head.
Shara rolls to seduce the demon.
And that's his action. As it is Echo's turn.
Alright, so I'm going to first take my healing from my thing. I'll get 2 points back. I'm going to...
You are technically deafened at the moment because you are inside the silent sphere.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to read my thing. This is going to be interesting, but we're going to attempt it. We're going to reach out and we're going to punch this guy, but instead of like actually punching him, we're going to release one of those bestow diseases.
Who are you doing that to?
The guy with the glaive.
Okay.
So it means make a con save, DC 16.
Okay.
And yeah, that's gonna be my action. Bonus action. I think I can still attack with my bonus action. It's
So
just not
you
gonna be
reach out and you strike him, and as you do, you can visibly see the disease begin to spread across him as his muscles begin to bulge and grow, as there looks to be like a look of delight on his face as you've done that.
Oh shit. Oh, I was hoping it would help us, but apparently it's gonna help him. Okay. Well,
It's like, huh, I already have that. What else you got?
right? Give me all your diseases.
I mean, more food?
Still takes care of that today. We're going to go ahead and follow up with a bonus action offhand attack.
Okay.
That's damn good. 26 to hit. We will spend a key point to make it a stunning strike to see if we can get him to fail another con save.
He will fail.
Yes! So he is stunned till the start of my next turn, and he's going to take 9 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As yeah, I can technically. Oh no, that was a flurry of blows. Never mind. That's gonna be the end of my turn. I'm not gonna move. There's too many enemies on me.
And as you strike and you deliver that disease to this demon, the other demons kind of like look at you, but not like at as a target. They sort of begin to look at you in awe.
Well, shit. I don't like that.
She is the one.
The avatar of our god.
Okay. Maybe they'll stop beating the shit out of me and I can survive this.
One's gonna fly over here. Seeing Jenka still kind of in and out of it. It's going to take a breath and it's gonna try to vomit its blood on her. Not with that, it's not.
Blood on a blood hunter? Psh, come at me, bro.
Muir.
Okay. That one right there that tried to bite me,
Mm-hmm.
he is about to have a very, very bad day. Where's my favorite weapon? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that mean today.
Come on, you're a barbarian. You're that mean every day.
Yeah.
Well, that's a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
And another 10 damage. Slashing.
Okay.
And attack number 2. Yeah, that'll be an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
And that'll be another 6 damage.
Okay. He's gonna...
That is... Yeah, that's all I get.
Okay. Codger, only person able to see him at the moment is Pearl, because he is invisible. Goes up, is like slowly begins to fly up over by the this horned creature, and you see that he reaches in to like his belt. He pulls out this very jagged looking wire as he wraps it around his hands, and he just comes up behind it, behind the creature, and he goes to like just garrot it.
Oh. Yeah. Sounds about right.
And as he does, you just hear him go, shh, 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 shh. Codger's got you. As he just crosses his arms and just severs the head of the demon.
You just say I love Codger. Codger is my best friend. He is best boy.
And Shara, you're standing there as you just see the head pop off of this demon. Or this devil. As he like looks over the Pearl and he gives her a thumbs up. And it is Pearl's turn.
Okay. Okay, so if I point him to the spellcaster as the next enemy,
If you
or
point,
do I have to, What do I have to do to get him to go after the
He's
spellcaster?
technically considered a pet at this moment, so you can use an action to direct him towards another creature, or you can wait until your next turn and then direct him, and he'll carry that out at the same time. But issuing an order is an action.
Okay. All right. I'm also doing a new character who dis because I just realized I've got as a circle of the shepherd I have the totems. So I am going to use a bonus action to drop the bear spirit totem as best I can. It's got a 60 foot, and then it's got a 30-foot radius, so I'd like to get that on as many of our allies as possible.
Here.
Oh, the auras. We're gonna get there.
And then I believe initially everybody gets temp hit points of 5 plus my druid level, which is 7, so everybody's going to get 12 temp hit points when I do that.
You said it's 30 feet?
It's a 30-foot radius, which is a big radius.
Did you move before you did that?
I think she could toss it out.
I can toss it out.
60 feet,
I can
yeah.
toss
Oh.
it out 60 feet, and then I
Gotcha.
want it as a 30-foot radius.
This isn't a 30-foot radius. Is it? This is 60, isn't it?
Well, a 30-foot radius is a 60-foot diameter.
Yeah, we can't see the radius on it.
Yeah.
But we're all in 30 feet from what I can tell of it.
Oh, yeah.
It encompasses all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody
Awesome.
will get 12 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
I should have done that sooner. My apologies.
Hey, we are learning.
Yeah, so that's a bonus action. So I still have an action. I think the best thing I can do is get my little buddy Codger, still doing the stealthy thing, over to the spellcaster.
Okay. And how do you issue the order? Do you call it out, or are you...
Think it.
Okay. And as you pointed out, he just gives you another like cheesy grin and thumbs up, just like letting you know he got it.
This is kind of grisly, but it's working. Pearl's beyond traumatized. So.
He is a 12th level assassin, so. Oof.
I mean,
Jenka.
traumatized, or we just get used to it after a while.
Shit, we just let Codger carry us.
Well,
give
I
me a
don't
second.
like with what I have in my arsenal. There's only so much I can
Okay, it's all
do,
good.
So
This works.
like this.
Okay. So, I rolled really well. And I'm sorry, those were 10 hit points, or temporary hit points, correct?
Yes.
12.
Okay, perfect. Jenka is feeling a little better as she will go ahead and she's gonna get just a little closer over here, and she's gonna go after this guy again.
Okay.
Nice to see you back, Captain.
However, we're gonna go ahead and use a bonus action, and we're gonna use my Crimson Right as I kind of slice part of my forearm. Is it D6 right now? It is D6. Okay. as everything is lit up with lightning. And gonna go ahead and shoot a blade at Big Boy with the glaive.
Okay.
Nat 20! She's back. All those ones. All those ones. For 27.
Is that with the brutal enabled?
No, sorry. I meant that was a 27 hit. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm assuming that hits. Okay. Okay. So, brutal and sneak attack.
And don't be explosive dice.
All of that combined. Well, let me do the brutal critical first before I roll. So,
brutal critical already explodes.
Yep.
Oh,
On top of the brutal
balls.
critical,
Yep.
Oh god.
So just
so
double
that's
that brutal crit.
Find all those dice.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's 22
So 44.
for 40. Oh, Jesus Christ. 44. Okay. Oh, I forgot the lightning damage. Which I think is another 12 lightning damage on top of that.
And if it comes from the weapon, it does burst as well.
Yeah, that was just the crit first. That's the burst.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, then I just roll again. Sneak attack doesn't count for this one, right? Just for that first part of the brutal critical.
Yeah, just for the first.
Okay. Okay. And then you son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
How many times did we say the dice explode?
Once.
Okay.
Each
'Cause
die
that
can
is
explode
another-
once.
Okay. Okay, good, because I rolled another 6. So that's 6, 10. So that's 10 more psychic, and then for the I dropped my die.
It's gone forever.
And 5. No,
It's now cursed.
And then 5 more lightning.
Okay, so what was the grand total?
Oh god. Okay, so 44 plus 12.
No, I got all that. I mean, from what you rolled.
Oh, so 10 psychic, 10, and then 5. So 15 total extra damage.
The total is 71 damage.
Jesus Christ.
So you whip that dagger at this guy and it hits him dead on in the chest. As you begin to see just these darkish blackish green jets of air kind of extinguishing out from him as he sort of like looks over to Echo, and he just says, "Thank you for your blessing," as he explodes. And as he does, I am going to need
They're demons of pestilence. So what you're telling me is my lightning worked.
So I'm going to need Shara, Muir, and Jenka to give me Constitution saving throws.
I can do this. Okay.
That is
Oh shit.
17.
Dirty 20.
19.
And what is the
The dice
save
are making a
on? What is
comeback.
the save on your disease?
16.
16. Okay, you're all fine.
Oh thank God.
Yeah.
That would have been real nasty if we failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, as Jenka still is sort of breathing heavy, but it's a bit more steady this time. It's not as shallow. As she is now just kind of gripping the knives in her fists. To the point to where like she's almost making her palms bleed from gripping it so hard. Lightning kind of cracking around her hands as she just turns her direction over to the demon behind Shara And that is my turn.
Okay.
I will say, anyone who sees Echo after that demon's comment, she looks confused. She does
Now,
not understand.
As the two pigs, as it gets to their turn, they kind of like look at one another and nod. As they both reach into their mouths, they pull out these black diamonds and they throw them to the ground as they shatter. And as it does, they just wisp away in two jets of black smoke.
They just ninja bamf away, cowards.
And as
Well,
this is going on,
Caster boy in the back.
this one runs down, and then as he's running, he reaches in. It's like a flap on his neck, and he pulls out the same thing, throwing it on the ground and wisping away. And that puts you out of combat.
Oh, what about the little guy in the corner? This one right here.
Oh, they left him alone. Never mind. Cannonball.
He's like, guys,
Guys, what the fuck? Come on, guys.
Guys.
Oh, fuck, guys. Oh, there's 2 demons left, actually. There's this guy over here.
No, that's Codger.
That's Codger.
Oh, that's Codger.
But
He
he's
goes like,
invisible.
"Nope, I see
You don't know
demon."
he's there.
I forgot that was Codger. I was just-
That's not the demon you're looking for.
There are no demons on this field anyway. These are devils.
Right. All right, the small fry then.
Yep, he's the only one left. As Cannonball approaches it, you just see a look of sheer terror on its face.
Right. On a scale of 1 to, annoying, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're walking up to this thing. We're shoving our arm down the throat and grabbing the crystal before we can use it.
Okay, give me a grapple check.
Which
Just
would be...
strength.
Ooh, never mind.
Which you have advantage on right now because of the bear totem.
Yeah, however, I have a... Ooh, that's gonna be funny. Alright, let's hope the dice are in my favor.
And he's smaller than you.
We're
All right.
saying you have a chance?
That could have been worse. That's a 14.
He got a 10.
After the -2.
So you grab a hold of him, you jam your arm down his throat. You start searching around for this thing. Give me a investigation roll to investigate this thing's gullet.
Alright, we will use the intellect cantrip here.
You're gonna pull something out. Either way, it's gonna be real bad for this guy.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's grab the first thing you can find.
That's a 13. My dice are quite mid right now.
Your hands wrap around something.
Is it squishy or is it hard?
It's a bit squishy.
Squeeze it. Just squeeze it.
Or pull it out.
I'm gonna look at this thing and I say, give it up. Give up the crystal or die.
As it's kind of like it's got its hands like on your, like just wrapped around your forearm, just sheer terror, a little bit of tears running down its face.
Why do we feel like the bad guys here?
Yeah, we're gonna keep rummaging in there until I actually find something that feels hard to the touch because I'm not ripping
I don't feel
out
bad
stuff.
at all.
Shara,
Do not feel bad at all.
as the only thing that's playing out right now is Cannonball playing the claw machine down this thing's throat.
I mean, I want to just kill it, but I also don't want to accidentally chop off Cannonball's arm.
Okay, Cannonball will look over this thing's head and say, I got this, give me a minute, matey.
Are we just holding action until we find something?
I gotta
Clip
keep
its
my
wings.
I gotta keep my rage going, otherwise I'm gonna get points of exhaustion.
Just punch yourself in the face or something.
So, this really isn't gonna help our image of appearing like the bad guys right now, but I'm gonna just run over to this thing and like grab one of its arms and like stretch it out and just lop it off.
Okay.
Look,
Make
they
an
are
attack
wreaking havoc
with
and killing
advantage.
people in the streets when
This
they're
is
here.
an
We're
attack.
really not the bad guys.
It's an attack with advantage because it is grappled.
That's a nat 20.
Oh lordy.
You don't even have to roll it, guide. Like, even just the brutal critical based off of that would take away its 14 HP. So you run over and you lop its arm off, and it kind of just goes limp. As you see, like, falling out of its other hand is just this small black diamond.
Damn the whole time.
Oh, whoops.
What is it with y'all and not obeying orders? Damn it, matey.
Cannonball will like just disgustingly like throw the damn thing on the ground, like off of his arm, like you're getting rid of an old like sleeve or sock or whatever, just like flop it off like his own arm, just like shake whatever fluids he's got on his arm, you know, on the ground. He's gonna give Shar like this angry look before shaking his head and saying, "Y'all need some serious discipline," and he walks off.
And as this is going on, you hear both Bryant and Scarin calling out to all of you to, you know, get a move on. Ship's ready to go.
Yeah, we've got Scarin defending the ship at the moment, but they can't hold out forever.
I need to find Vala.
And I need to go home.
I am so sorry. I'm that terrible person over here. Who the fuck is Vala?
You guys don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Nobody here would know who Vala is.
Okay, I'm not crazy then. I was just like, is this someone we met? And I just totally forgot who it was. Okay.
No.
Look who.
As you can see from the sky, that there are more and more of these fireballs raining down deeper into the city.
Before we start moving, can I make some sort of check to see if I can understand what the hell just happened with those demons?
Sure.
Given the comment they made towards me?
Sure.
Well, I guess it's intelligence.
Yes.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You sort of put together that it's quite possible that that house caving in where the ritual site happened, where you were reborn and thus given this ability, was used to summon these demons who may have an affinity or a loyalty to a higher demon or a higher devil of pestilence.
Okay. Great. I guess I'll see you guys back at the ship. I have to go find Vala.
Yeah, I'll try and get back to the ship if I can too, but I have to make sure my family's okay.
Which direction is your family?
Towards the far end of the docks.
No, I'm heading into the city.
And as this is going on, like as you're talking, you can hear the commotion and the sounds of battle. Both of you know that there is a great personal risk to yourselves that you can most likely be lost if you separate from this group. Does anyone else have anything to say to them, you know, announcing that they're about to run off into the city?
I would, matey, but they don't listen when I order.
That's because you order instead of talk to us.
If you want to go, then go. But we are not waiting that long. This city is being flooded with demons.
I'm not sacrificing the ship over one person. Not even myself.
Yeah, it's my family. I can't leave them. I'll try and catch you if I can, but if not, I already told Scarin not to wait.
Is it possible they made it to the ship in all the commotion? I mean,
Yeah,
Vala's a strong fighter. She's my sister after all, but she...
Scarin did say that they would try to get as many people on board.
don't want to leave everyone exposed. I guess I'll head back to the ship and see if Vala's there before I try and find her.
Fine. Jenka's gonna run towards the ship.
Yep, cannonballs and right behind her.
Can Pearl communicate telepathically with Codger? She wants to know if he knows who summoned these. Who's doing this?
He kind of like gives you a mental shrug. Codger doesn't know. Codger was dusting the fineries of the house when the house fell on Codger.
It wasn't Mel.
I don't know.
Okay. Stay invisible. You are not to be seen by anyone. You are not to make your presence known. Come with me. And I'm going to head to the ship.
Huh. Shara, what are you doing?
Any other circumstances, she'd be going straight to the ship, but it's her family. She's got to go after them.
Huh. So the group runs to the ship. Shara runs the opposite direction.
Before Shara runs, you're gonna get that familiar push in your mind. As Jenka will say in your head, don't take too long. And
Try
then-
not to. I'm sorry I couldn't go with you.
And just runs.
Okay. So as you all begin to run to the ship, Shara runs off by herself. You make it on board, and there is a good portion of people that have been filed on. Carl kind of informs you that they've loaded as many people as they can onto the ship. A lot of them are below decks in the cargo bay or anywhere else they have room to store people. But with you on board, they are ready to push off. They can't. It's not safe anymore to stay here.
Can I start combing through the people looking for both anyone of Shara's family and
Do
Lala?
you know anyone in Shara's family?
No, but I'm more looking for people who look similar to Shara.
Okay.
Like-
So as you start going below deck for that, Bryant is sort of looking to Jenka for instruction.
How does the city look right now?
City doesn't look good. There are sounds of fighting all over. There's explosions. It's an all-out war zone.
Okay, follow up. How do the docks look right now?
Docks look like shit. Like, for the most part, the docks have been cleared due to the work of the city guard, but you can see that even then the guards themselves have suffered heavy losses, as the docks are littered with both of bodies, both demonic and human, or infernal and human, I should say.
Okay. With that, Jenka is gonna look to him and say, go ahead and push off out of range. Keep an eye out. We'll wait for just a little bit. As she is kind of sitting, she's in the front so she can keep an eye out. And she's just gripping her arm right now.
Okay. And as you begin to push off, Shara, you begin to push a little deeper into the city. What I'm going to need from you is I'm going to need a series of, you can either do survival or stealth checks to get from where you're at to where your family is.
I will go with survival. I'm proficient in that.
Your family lives a little near the docks, correct?
Yeah, I imagine similar to most coastal cities, kind of the slummy type area is over near the docks, and they live in the slummy area.
Okay. So let's go ahead and say I need 3 survival checks or 3 stealth rolls. It's up to you.
We are going to go with survival. And the first one is a 14.
Okay.
The second one is a dirty 20. I'm sorry, that's a 21. And the third one is a dirty 20.
Okay. You're able to successfully enough use your knowledge of the area that you've grown up your entire life to be able to get through backways and alleys and over fences, avoiding everything. Though when you make it to your house, it's empty. But there is a note.
What does the note say?
Shara couldn't wait. Shit got real. We took a boat out.
Okay, that's all I need to see. That tells me that they got out. That's all that matters to her.
As you're at home, a very pungent smell begins to emanate outside of your house. A very putrid smell of pure rot. As you stand inside, you can see the outer walls of your home slowly begin to blacken and decay within like just a short period of time, as you hear very hard footsteps walking along the floorboards outside your home.
Do they sound like they are at the front of my home or to the side?
It's like on the western wall. So it's like on like a wall that faces a side street, which is just made of plank board.
Okay. I am going to book it for the front door.
Okay.
With the intent on getting to the water.
Okay. And as you begin to book it, you notice that you're not going to have time to hit that front door before whatever's walking would to break that corner to get eyesight. Though you do catch a conversation going on. 2 beings seemingly almost having a friendly stroll.
Do either of them have voices that I recognize?
No, these are new. One seems to be female, the other a bit more deep and rough.
I don't know if I trust my stealth enough to hide right now. I'm gonna push my back up against the wall near a window.
Okay.
And try to hide, but kind of keeping that window there in case I need a quick escape.
Okay. And as you press yourself near the window, you are privy to the conversation. Is the first voice that you hear is the more feminine sounding voice as the 2 begin to walk along the wall of your home. Everything seems to be going as planned. I didn't think that my little bud would come to fruition so soon, but I am not one to complain. Everton, you and your minions have done well. You certainly are beloveds of the rot. I don't need everyone in the city dead. Still have a little bit of plague and pestilence spread about. Apparently the Chosen is in town as well. We must not harm her. Continue on what you're doing. Once the summoning ritual is done, we will begin the excavation at the home. And two of them stop right before the window. You almost feel eyes sort of like staring at you from behind as they continue walking. It will be done, Lady Pigma. As you hear just the wood underneath this large being splinter as it takes to the air, as you can hear wings beating on the air, almost struggling to keep this thing afloat. And as it does, you have a clear view of the woman dressed in a very long black and green robe, which almost looks to be completely soaked with seawater. A very twisted looking staff filled with various forms of rotting vegetation and mushrooms, with a triple crow skull at the top. Very long, inky black hair coming down from her head, covering just slathered across her forehead, and a black patch over one eye with an embroidered insignia of a three-eyed triangle. Her skin almost looks to be a soft grayish color, almost that of a drowned body. She kind of looks around for just a moment. Very cocky smile. Everything is going according to plan. As she just falls into just like a pile of insects that just scurry about.
I'm gonna wait until the insects kind of disperse, just in case she can like see through them or something, and then head straight for the water.
Okay. And from your home, the water isn't too far. You live in an area that's filled with just, walkways above water that have holes here and there, but you find your way off to the side and able to jump in and out. And due to your friends not necessarily abandoning you, and with your swim speed, you're able to make it up onto the deck of the ship.
The moment I see her start climbing up, I give the order to sail out.
And Pim sort of nods and just whips the wheel and begins pulling you out farther to sea, away from the catastrophe that is currently striking Tide Light. Where to, Cap?
I need to see the map real quick.
I will. Yeah, let me take you to the world map here.
Okay. I'm like, let me see.
I'll bring chat to the world map as well.
There we go. Just go south around the island for now.
Just continue south, heading south.
Yeah.
Aye. And he just holds the wheel as he takes the ship, on a south heading, keeping the shore of Tremere in sight.
Enka just keeps squeezing her arm. Just watching. Almost like she's frozen. Just watching it all.
When I feel the ship start to move, I'm more quick in my search. I need to find Vala.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
You're the one that was rolling good for me. Keep it up. Oh, you are keeping up. Investigation. That's a 19.
A 19. You do end up finding Vala. She is in one of the beds in a makeshift infirmary. You see that she's been wounded a little bit and she's currently unconscious, but Matcha is there assisting with a couple of the doctors that have gotten on board. She informs you that they gave her something to put her to sleep, but she should be okay. She was only cut up a little bit.
Very tough. She'll make it through this. Glad she's on board. Let me know when she wakes up, please.
Will do.
So Matcha's there too.
Yeah, Matcha's on the ship.
Okay. Wow.
Codger kind of is just like hanging next to you.
I am going.
Codger could disguise himself.
I'm going to go to my cabin and lock the door, and I want to have a chat with Codger.
Okay.
Can I have that chat now, or?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, okay. So what I'm going to ask, okay, Codger, when you say disguise yourself, what are you thinking? You're an imp. An imp in a tuxedo is still an imp. I'm sorry.
He just kind of sits on the bed, makes himself visible. He's like, no, not imp in tuxedo. And he snaps his fingers, and he just takes the shape of what looks to be like just a little street beggar, maybe 8 or 9 years old. Roger can disguise himself. In this form, I am Thomas Twopenny.
Is that easier for you than being invisible?
Less stressful.
Okay. Now, Mel told me that you're only happy when you're busy.
Roger likes to work, but given the fact that, well, everything went topsy-turvy, Roger understands that he may have to stay out of sight. It's fine.
Okay.
That will be my task. Out of sight, out of mind. Don't let the captain see him.
Yes, and I would like you as much as possible to stay in my cabin. Okay? Can you do that?
Stay in the cabin.
Yes, unless the captain is coming to the cabin, and then maybe you need to go into the closet in the cabin. But
Well, if that's the case, and he snaps his finger and he goes invisible, I can just do this.
You're not supposed to be on here. This is very difficult.
Yes, I remember the orders not to be on the ship. Don't let Captain C. Codger at any cost.
But I cannot leave you where you were.
Codger thanks you. Because no amount of dusting will fix a hole in the ground.
No, I think we're done with the dusting. It was a good idea. I mean, I thought it would work. The whole investigation thing is, oh dear. Oh my.
Well, Master should be happy. Evidence blowing sky high. Master in the clear.
Master didn't really do anything anyway that she needed to be in the clear about, Codger.
Hmm.
Grandfather drove into the wall all by himself.
Yes, yes. I meant Master's grandfather's secret stash. That could have gotten in trouble.
Do I want to know about this now? Sure. What did he have, Codger?
Illegal magic things.
And did it include a cannon on the roof?
No, no cannons. Never cannons.
Do you know where the cannon came from and where it went to?
Codger has no memory about cannons.
Oh dear.
House is a house,
Okay.
not a ship.
Okay, yes. So he had illegal magic items, but they're gone. But you've still got the magic items that you took from my grandfather, right?
Yes, they are in Codger's haversack.
Okay. Would Codger consider, I mean, there's so much has happened. Would Codger share them with Master if Master needed them?
Hmm.
Or no?
Don't know if Master would be able to use items.
Okay.
Comes at a great cost.
Okay. We'll just put a pin in that. Codger, for now you can be, is it Thomas you said?
Thomas Twopenny.
Thomas Twopenny. Okay.
Local
you
street
can be
urchins.
Okay.
I use this form to steal things from people.
Okay. We're not going to steal things from the other crew members, okay?
No, no stealing. No stealing.
Okay.
Thomas will be good.
And there's lots of food. Hopefully something you'll like on the ship that I can bring back some food for you when I eat. But for now, just stay here, stay out of sight. Please don't let anybody know you're here. This is a secret between you and me.
It just gives you a thumbs up.
Okay. Thank you.
And as this conversation is going on, Bryant sort of walks over to where Jenka's at and he sort of puts a hand on her shoulder. Cap.
She definitely jumps at it for the moment.
Sorry, but I think it goes without saying that we need to have a senior officers meeting. There are a lot of things to discuss here.
Yeah. First things first. Let's check to make sure there's no more demons or anything else on this ship, just in case. We were awfully close to the chaos.
Scarin is already clearing the ship. He says he has a means of detecting infernal presence.
Perfect. Just for my own sanity, she's gonna go ahead, and she was planning on doing this ahead of time, so it was just funny that this worked out, but she's gonna use her Hunter's Bane just to kind of sense.
You do catch a sense that there are a couple Fae and Infernals on the ship.
Oh, right, matcha. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right, you're Fae too.
Mir.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. And who else
That's
knows
true.
got on board after
Fair.
you guys, decided to take everyone.
Faye adjacent.
True.
Fae adjacent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so getting the infernal pings, she's gonna look to him and go, there are infernals on here. If they're the obvious, tieflings, yes, they're fine, but anything else, we need to exterminate them.
We will take care of that, Cap.
Perfect.
Like I said, Scarin's on it, and I don't think Scarin's somebody that anybody wants to mess with.
No. Okay, perfect.
I'll get the crew. I'll bring the heavy stuff.
I need a few.
So do I. As he sort of gives you another reassuring pat as he begins to go over, and he just walks over and just like starts ringing the bell, summoning the senior officers to the captain's quarters. As he kind of smiles and nods to Shara, seeing that she made it. A few moments later, everyone should gather into the captain's quarters as Bryant shuts the door, locks it, pulls the blinds down. And normally when you guys have these meetings, like there's a bunch of like cakes and fineries about. All that's on the table right now is hard alcohol.
Good. You need a few drinks.
People
So
do
take one of the
notice that
bottles.
part of the captain's quarters is destroyed.
So, shot in the dark here. Does anyone know what the hell happened? Yes, I know demons started raining down, but does anyone want to know, have any clue as to why?
Demons of pestilence.
Demons of
Something
pestilence.
happened down there. I had theories, but now it's confirmed once that demon smiled and exploded. Something was summoned. I don't know if it was from that book or what, but it was very clear that they were of pestilence. A hag is involved somewhere.
Do you believe there's a hag involved?
I know there's a hag involved. Me and Cannonball were able to confirm it. We saw the ritual altar.
Do we happen to know which one it is?
Jenka will look to Cannonball. Since he had the book last, she'll look at him and say, like, is there a name or anything in that book?
I think he may be AFK.
Cannonball? Okay.
Alright, what?
Oh, there
no,
it is.
I'd be not AFK.
Oh.
You can see that
Wake
Cannonball
up!
wasn't. You can no, I'm perfectly awake. You see that Cannonball's actually not really listening to the discussion, and he kind of looks. He's kind of looking out. If there's any porthole or window or whatever, he's kind of looking out at sea. And when you say his name, he kind of jerks to attention and kind of turns around and says, "Aye, what?"
You know the name of the hag of pestilence.
Let's see. Do I? What would you have me roll to remember that name? If
History would be a good one, seeing as how you have history with the hags.
Oh, that's a natural 19 with my 0 to wisdom. That is going to be a 19.
So there is one hag that comes to mind, a worshipper of pestilence, known as, she's pretty much known as the Pestilence Witch of the Seas, and that is Madame Pigma.
Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to say then. As we'll repeat and say, well,
there be Madame Pigma. I believe she's known as the Pestilence Witch of the Sea or something grandiose to that equivalent.
Does that name sound familiar to me at all?
It doesn't to you, but it does to Shara.
yeah, right.
Oh. How does Shara know?
Shara is actually still on the deck of the ship. She did not go to the officers' meeting.
Okay. So no, you don't know who Pigma is.
Well, there you go. Whoever that is. We have her book and everything.
Did y'all burn the book?
Did we burn the book? We did burn the book.
You
We
did
had
burn the
her
book.
We had her book.
All the better it be burned.
Better safe than sorry.
So you think the hag did something to bring these demons here?
Something. Jenka's still very much pale. Like, struggling every time she talks.
I have to say, even for a hag of someone of Pigma's legend, summoning something like that would have taken immense amount of time, power to plan, to execute. Citywide invasion is not something that you can do in a day.
The bodies underneath by the altar are definitely old, a few weeks, but who knows how long this has been going on for.
What kind of power do you think it would take to pull something like this off? Or to open a breach like that, summon all these beings?
Lots of preparation, lots of sacrifices, lots of materials. From the looks of it, what's that?
To rip something that big open, a lot.
Open a gate like that.
Who knows what else has fallen through it?
We're safely out to sea at the moment, which begs the question, where are we heading?
That'd be a good question, Captain. Where be we heading?
I had a plan, but this changes everything. I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this.
I think at this point I would notice that Shara isn't here. As I'm trying to wrap my head around everything that's been happening, did Shara make it back to the ship?
Becca nods.
Yeah, she was on the deck, though. Looked a little worried.
Shouldn't she be here for this discussion?
Look, I wasn't going to press every one of you to join. Given what happened, I think everyone here would understand if you sort of sat this one out. As this is going on, Shara.
Yes.
A familiar face sort of comes up on deck. A fellow Hikaru, a dock worker that you've worked a couple times before. It goes by the name of Scorn. Sees you and just jogs up to you, sort of like punches you in the shoulder. Good, more of us got on board than I thought.
Oh, hey. Good to see you made it out.
Yeah, thankfully we were working on this when it happened, so we kind of got first dibs on seating. Got kind of worried when I saw your ma and pa, but I didn't see you.
Oh, you saw them?
Yeah, whole family's below decks. They're all good.
Okay, good.
Situated and everything.
I went back home and I saw they left a note saying they went for a ship, but I didn't know if it was this one or a different one.
Yeah, we saw them running on the docks and we called them over. So they're good. A little shaken up.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're a little shaken up, but no worse for wear.
Yeah, shit went wild real quick.
You know, we've had stuff like this, well, not stuff like this, but weird shit like this happened before, but not on this scale. This was not something I wanted to experience.
Yeah, no, me either. This is what, now the second out of the 3 major cities to fall? Like, what the fuck's happening?
Wait, another city fell? What? Who else fell?
Oh, you guys didn't get word yet, did you?
Oh God, don't tell me Stormbreaker Landing fell.
No, but Echo Bay did.
Oh, thank God. Okay. As long as Stormbreaker Landing's still standing, we're good.
I mean, I like a good vacation as much as the next shark, but
No, I've got family in Stormbreaker.
They should maybe leave the city if you can get word to them. I mean, I don't know that something's gonna happen, but first it was Echo Bay, and now Tide Light. I mean, Stormbreaker's got to be next, right?
Process of elimination, yeah.
Yeah.
But if Stormbreaker falls, where do we go? There are little towns here and there spread out on the islands, but nothing that can take all of us.
Fuck if I know, man. Everything I had was in Tide Light.
I don't like any of this. A couple of us are talking about going to the cities under the seas, taking refuge back in the homeland.
That might be the way to go. I mean, I don't want to make you worry any more than you probably already do, but it's even worse than what we've just seen. Like, there's some ancient shit at work here, man.
So maybe it is time to go back down into the deep and wait things out.
It might be the safest place.
I'll spread word to the others, let them know.
Yeah, and if you see my folks, just tell them I'm okay. I'll go see them when I'm ready.
Gives you a nod and just like claps you on the shoulder. Yeah, I'll let him know.
Thanks.
And with that, he kind of just like gives you a nod and looks around the deck like really quick and heads back down.
Shara just stays put right where she is. When she kind of clambered on board, she just sat down on the deck and leaned against the railing, and that's kind of where she's staying.
Okay. As this is happening, you start to hear a bit of struggle happen through coming up from the ship as you see Scarin walking along. Very, I guess, stern look on a very expressionless face that he has. There's just a pair of floating eyes and what looks to be like a water-like body. But next to him and like encased in like an orb of water, just struggling, you see this little, almost like beggar child, kind of like fighting and like swinging at like the water and obviously yelling at Scarin, but nothing is coming out of the water cage. Shara, have you seen the captain?
No, but I heard the bell go off. That usually means meeting. So she's probably in her quarters.
Very well. I will wait until they are done with their meeting. This matter can wait.
What's going on?
Bryant asked me to do a sweep of the ship to make sure that we were all secure and safe and sound. So I began to search the vessel for anything of an infernal nature. And well, found this.
A kid? A poor kid?
That's what he says. Says his name is Two Penny something. Kid reeks of the hells.
And you're sure they're not just, a kid, or like, maybe they've got a bit of tiefling in them or something?
No. This is not tiefling that I detect. This is more something a bit more hellish.
Well, shit. I wanted to sit and catch my breath for a minute, but perhaps you and I should go check in on that meeting. I've got some important stuff that everyone probably needs to know anyway.
By all means. And he kind of just like holds out a hand to allow you to go first.
Clamber to my feet, a little bit shaky after everything that's happened, and head towards the captain's quarters.
Okay. And you come to a locked door.
I give it a couple knocks.
Brian sort of looks at the door. We're in a meeting.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh,
but,
shit, Shara. He sort of gets up, unlocks the door, and pulls it open.
That's not the first time I've been greeted that way.
Oh, shit, it's Shara.
Hey, yeah, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but there's probably some things that everyone should know. I will also kind of step to the side and motion for Scarin to come in as well.
Scarin walks in, and Earl, you see Codger in his humanoid or little human disguise sort of coming in next to him, floating in a water imprisonment. Captain, senior crew, Bryant asked me to do a sweep of the ship, make sure that everybody we took on was on what he called the up and up, made sure that we didn't have anything of an infernal nature that seemed to tag along. Well, this one here was hiding in Pearl's quarters. Probably followed you on.
Why haven't you killed it yet?
My orders were only to obtain, to bring it to the crew just in case. It says his name is Two Penny, some street beggar from the city. So I can smell something far more on it. Something of the
Earl,
hells.
do you know anything about this? As her knife is clearly out right now.
Did you ask Pearl? I'm sorry, I missed
Yes.
the first.
Yes.
Yes, Captain, and I will take full responsibility for this, and I would ask that you put both of us overboard on a small boat, please.
Why would you take a demon on board the ship?
Because this is Codger.
And we're going to end right there.
Oh, Janka is all kinds of pissed.
Steam coming out of Jenka's ears.
Oh no.
Yeah, Cannonball is not happy either, for the record.
No.
Well, in all fairness, Pearl doesn't actually really even need the boat because she can do the water thing. But
Right.
The boat's for Codger.
well,
Codger gets a
actually,
dinghy.
Not even that courtesy, just yeeted overboard.
well,
I ain't wasting resources.
well, yeah. The thing is, I don't know that he's necessarily yours to kill. There's this whole weird thing here. But
I mean, he caught a dagger in the face and, you know, was fine about it. And he's mentioned before he can't be killed. Well, not in the traditional way. But yes, that is going to end it for us tonight. I'm going to turn off Sirenscape here. There we go. So that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we have on during the week. Coming up here, I'm just clicking everything right now. Coming up on Saturday, I need my brain examined.
Is that on Saturday?
No, I'm.
Oh, okay.
I clicked on like a discussion channel, which like messed up the cameras. Then I tried to type in the command for the shows, and I fat fingered everything. It's just like, I'm tired. But yes, coming up on this Saturday, we have another episode of Withered Wastes. No, I'm sorry, Wayward Wanderers, which is a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign run by Azarin. Saturday night will be episode 3 of our brand new show, which is a kids on bikes modified game of would-be heroes. It's a bunch of it's inspired off of like the X-Men and old school comics, but with a little bit of a high school twist. Upcoming on Monday will be another episode of Destiny Forged, which is our longest running show here on the channel, as we are getting ready to start the beginning of the conclusion of the first act of the campaign with the assault on Morning Glory. On Tuesday, I believe it's this upcoming Tuesday, will be another episode of Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot.
Yes.
Coming up on our next Thursday will be another episode of Mass Effect Horizons, which is a 5th edition modded Mass Effect game run by Zorro. And then we'll come back on the next Saturday for another episode of Withered Wastes, which is a 5th edition post-apocalyptic game that I run. And then later on in that evening, as it is the first Saturday of the month, it will be another episode of Behold Lore, which we need to talk about what the theme is going to be. So we'll get together and we'll announce that in Discord once that's all hammered out. But yeah, also, if this is your first time here, all of our shows, you can find all of them over on our YouTube channel. All of our campaigns, our one-shots, our holiday specials, all that fun stuff is over there. But yeah, for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning in, and we will catch you on Saturday.
Thank you.